The following marketing information and discussion is provided for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as professional guidance or consultancy. You should find an agency for that. Comexis is a digital marketing agency, so feel free to hire us. But otherwise, just enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, welcome to The Buyer's Journey by Comexis, a discussion-based podcast on the ever-changing marketing landscape. I'm Matthew McGroarty, the social media content producer here at Comexis.
And I'm Josh Lyons, the digital marketing coordinator here at Comexis.
So as I mentioned the last two episodes, Len is very busy at the moment, so he is working on some things while we take over full podcasting duty with one man down. So it's just me and Josh today. Normally on Fridays we talk about the advocacy stage of the buyer's journey, but we're going to be talking something a little bit different today, though somewhat related to advocacy, but not as directly as you would think, basically, which is chatbots, about how chatbots could drive $112 billion in retail sales by 2023. A lot of this information, all of it, in fact, is coming from Jennifer Vedetta on MarTech today. I will have a link to her article in the blog description. So chatbots are forecasted to draw sales from other marketing channels and drive major savings for retailers, obviously, by 2023 with $112 billion. So the idea here is that technology has been improving a lot. Natural language processing and AI have been improving very much so, and we've already seen different AI chatbots being used in different marketing channels in different ways for retailers and things like that. But a recent study examining retail brands by Juniper Networks claims that because of this growth in technology, retail sales from chatbots will nearly double annually, reaching $112 billion by 2023, and retailers will see an increase in savings thanks to the automation of customer sales and support processes. So here's a quote: "Retailers can expect to cut costs by $439 billion a year in 2023, up from $7 billion this year, as AI-powered chatbots get more sophisticated at responding to customers," Juniper said. The study also suggests that as retail brands shift to chatbot technology, more consumers feel comfortable interacting with chatbots to resolve customer service issues and make direct purchases. A consumer-facing survey by marketing firm Uberall indicates that 20% of consumers surveyed are very interested in chatbot experiences from brands. 80% indicated that they have had generally positive interactions with chatbots. Josh, what do you think about this?
So chatbots could drive $112 billion in retail sales by 2023. It's a big could. Emphasis on could. And the reason behind...
It is a forecast,
yes,
so typically the emphasis is on could.
And the reason I say that is because I've used a lot of chatbots in the past, we'll say, year or so, whether it's for Comexis or if it's for my personal use. Mm-hmm. And the one problem I've had with chatbots are, although they're trying to make it easier for quick responses and having the AI ability to answer their questions that are needed, people, at least what I've noticed, is that when people are going into the chatbots, they're asking for more like specific questions. Mm. So the AI technology needs to have the ability to understand very, very difficult and complex questions so they can respond quicker, because if not, I'm assuming it goes to a salesperson. They then have to email you back or respond back to you. And I've had it happen many times to me where I've asked I wouldn't call it a difficult question, but it wasn't like a very simple like yes or no, where I was expecting a response fairly quickly. And because I didn't get that response very quickly, I knew that I was going to expect an email from someone, never got that email, and then I'm mad. So
fair.
So it all depends on, one, is your AI technology good enough to understand complex questions, and two, is your sales team
good enough to pick up the slack?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's more about, I think the could in all of it is, are you going to act fast, and will you basically help the consumer? Because if we're talking about advocacy, you want them to advocate for you, and if you're not answering quick and you're not giving them the answers they want, they'll go somewhere else.
It's not going to encourage that. I agree. And I think one thing about this is, I've seen a lot of success with Facebook chatbots, which aren't necessarily chatbots. They're more, I mean, they're chatbots, but they're not like AI chatbots. It's kind of like, here's common responses. Here's a thing that lets you request a quote or whatever through this like little mini survey all through the Facebook Messenger, and that's fine. And I've seen a lot of companies and small businesses have success with them because they are somewhat limited in scope, right? And I think they get around the problem you're mentioning because they're effectively a frequently asked questions response kind of thing.
Which in that case, it's good. It's really good to have because then they don't need someone behind the other side of the screen having to answer right away. And they are frequently asked questions that they know they can get the answer quick, and it's the right answer. So
yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked. I remember reading. I'll have to find the article. Hopefully, I can find it because I distinctly remember reading about this about a year ago, about companies using like chatbots on their site, for example, to say, okay, what are you looking for? What size are you? What kind of theme are you looking for like clothing or something, right? Like is it winter, fall, spring? What are you looking for? And then I've seen chatbots automatically, suggest products based on those parameters, which I think to this article's point and to the study's point, that could definitely drive retail sales.
Sure.
The chatbot that we mentioned on Facebook could definitely drive retail sales, but I do completely agree with you that AI is always going to have its limitations, and while 4 years from now, perhaps they will be as advanced as being able to ask, complicated or answer rather complicated questions. But I wonder, will it be that advanced to do that first off? And then secondly, is somebody going to be, is the end user going to be satisfied just reading, 2 paragraphs from somebody, from a chatbot, compared to getting an email or a phone call that's a little more personal, might actually explain it better, because you would assume somebody has intimate knowledge of whatever it is that they're responding to.
Right.
Not always the case with call centers.
Right.
But you would hope, somewhere in there, it's theoretically going to be quote unquote better advice.
And even to follow up on that, let's say you asked a question to the chatbot has the ability to answer that complex question. I can't put a number to it, but I could almost guarantee you that person will probably have another question they want to ask. So not only would, hold on, I got to rephrase that.
Well, no, I think what you're saying is,
because if you have something simple like the Facebook one where you can type in the parameters and they'll give you good recommendations, and that's a really good way for not only you as the consumer to sort of get the answer you want, but also for the business to help supply those answers. More likely than not, within the parameters that Facebook Messenger gives you, you're going to then probably have another question you want to ask them that you're going to want answers to right away. And if they don't have the ability to do that complex answer, or not have someone that could go on the phone and call you...
Well, that's the thing. If they can't do the answer, I'm assuming it's email, phone call next, and that's the only option you have.
Right. So it's... Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think
I'm just repeating myself.
No, I think the point you're trying to make was, okay, you have this complicated question, and then you get the answer, but you might have a follow-up question that is related to that complicated question. Perhaps it is, okay, well, you can type in, let's say you're replacing a bulb on your front headlight, right? Let's say it's let's just say it's your headlight. It's nothing too complicated. Well, in my car, for example, you have to unscrew 3 bolts to do that. Take the entire headlight out, which is not complicated, but you really have to pull on it. You have to flip it over, unscrew the thing, take the bulb out, put the bulb back in, flip it around, bolt it back up, and then test it. Well, if a chatbot gives me those steps, I'm assuming they probably also have pictures. What if I have a problem, fitting the bulb in,
process,
or something doesn't look right, and I need human interaction or something? And that's just an example. I mean, it's not the best example because you're probably not going to be next to your computer the entire time while you're trying to replace a headlight bulb. But I mean, think of anything that's somewhat complicated. You know, is the AI going to be able to answer these complicated questions? I don't know. I don't know if they necessarily even need to. I mean, at the end of the day, this could just be top of funnel, get people in. Once people are in,
then you get a phone call.
Then you get the email, the phone call from a person, and that makes complete sense. I know me and Josh have been talking hypotheticals in this episode a lot, but I do think chatbots have the potential to be really good. I personally don't like them a lot, but I don't like them because I know what I'm getting from them, and if I'm able to find the information easier, faster, in another way, then I'm less inclined to use them. Though some people will, first thing they'll do is chatbot it up, find out what their answer is, and that's perfectly fine. So obviously we're talking a lot of hypotheticals, but I do think obviously the numbers are showing that chatbots have been very successful. I've seen success with them for different B2C typically kind of things, and for some B2B. So I definitely think it's out there. I'm just really interested to see if we're going to get close to this 112 billion by 2023 or not. I think it's possible. I just don't know how much more advanced the technology needs to get, or if being top of funnel, like super top of funnel, is good enough.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for today's episode of The Buyer's Journey. Check us out on Connexus.com, YouTube, and anywhere you can get your podcasts. And follow us on Twitter at buyers_journey. Thanks for listening.